Good morning, Year 3, and it's Thursday's writing lesson. Remember, we're writing to inform visitors to Butts Ancient Farm all about the Stone Age via a non-chronological report we've been building up in stages over the last 2 weeks. Remember yesterday you did some research about preparing food. Well, today you're going to be writing that out again. I'm looking for a full range of information, extra information to be added using compound and complex sentences. You know about those by now and using your coordinating and subordinating conjunctions. And I want to see full sentences, all of course, correctly punctuated. Quick recap of where we got our information from. We looked in our Stone Age boy story and we used this page and we made notes from there. I also read to you from the internet, and I also used these 2 video clips which helped us to make our own notes. So you should by now have this sheet of paper in front of you from yesterday, full of notes that you've made. And it's time for us to take those notes and write them into sentences. On the sheet I've given you, it also contains a reminder of your subordinating and coordinating conjunctions. So you'll need those on the sheet plus your notes from yesterday. So let's start thinking about how we're going to write our paragraph about preparing and cooking food. It's really important that you have a practice first, maybe say it out loud before writing it down. Now, before I get into the details of how they were preparing and cooking food, I think it will be valuable to start my paragraph explaining why they prepare the food in the way they do. It's because it would spoil quickly, wasn't it? They don't have fridges and freezers and ways of preserving the food and stopping it going bad like we do in the modern. So their ways of doing it were things like drying and so on. So I think I need to explain that. So I think it's going to be about when they've caught an animal, let's say a deer, they need to preserve the food, cook or preserve the food quickly because, or before, if I'm looking at my subordinated conjunctions, before it goes bad. So when, I could use when they have caught an animal for food, they need to prepare it quickly before it goes bad. Yeah, that sounds right. When they had, because I'm writing in the past tense, remember, when they had caught an animal for food, comma, they needed to cook or prepare or preserve. I think preserve is better. Preserve it quickly. And I'm going to use that subordinated conjunction before it goes or before it went. Past tense would be went, before it went bad, full stop. Well, let me read my sentence back, see if I'm happy with it. When they had caught an animal for food, they needed to cook or preserve it quickly before it went bad. Great, happy with that. Now I'm going to go on to explain the ways that they used to cook. Maybe I could do 2 or 3 sentences about cooking and then 2 or 3 sentences about preserving. That will be a good way for me to go through my paragraph. I'm not going to write any more now because I want you to do some. You're welcome to borrow my opening sentence if you like, if it helps you get started. And don't forget, it's important to tick off on here each of the ideas you've used as you've used them. Now, although I haven't actually used anything out of my notes yet, I have used because. No, I haven't used because. I didn't use because. I used when. And I used before. I've also used or, cook or preserve, although I haven't used it as a coordinating conjunction. Okay, so over to you. I want you to use your notes from yesterday and write me a lovely paragraph. Try and get as much information in there as you can. And don't forget, you can add extra information by using your coordinating and subordinating conjunctions to make your sentences longer and more interesting. Keep that writing really neat, keep it carefully punctuated, and have your best go at your spelling. Have fun with your writing. We can't wait to see what you send through later today.